I'd like to invite Mallory Pilcher, Master of Arts in Art Therapy Counseling, to come to the stage.
Wow, this room is really large. And we're all wearing polyester Snuggies. Okay. So my decision to come to Marylhurst was fueled by about 3 years of undecided yearning. As I volunteered, I worked 2 jobs, and I created art in my spare time. After a year, I was feeling really stuck. I had worked at a job that promised creativity and wasn't really creative at all. I was pouring drinks and serving espresso, which I find incredibly rewarding, but I felt a bigger need to serve the community. All my passion and my energy was burnt out, and I'd lost faith that it would ever return. At this point, things were looking fairly bleak, and I was pretty unfulfilled. My dearest and oldest friend, Ryan Clark, who works here at the university, contacted me one night during a pretty awkward, dull moment. He'd told me that we have this perfect program for you. He said it's called art therapy, you would be amazing at it. And I thought, what's art therapy? I've never even heard of that. I thought that the program was going to be littered with finding your spirit animal and finger painting, and it was going to be touchy-feely, and I was like, I don't know, Ryan, I don't think that sounds very scientific. So a year in, if you can fast forward into my program, to give you a brief picture, I'm on the living room floor in my tiny 2-bedroom apartment. There's books scattered all around me in all directions. I'm writing furiously on tiny scraps of paper and placing them in piles. I looked like a maniac. I was in the middle of writing a pretty intense research paper. My roommate, Garrett, who's here today, would walk in and just say, "Whoa." Pretty scientific indeed. Epiphanies are really shocking things because on some level, our brains understand and recognize the obviousness of the solution. I had desired to empower those who were voiceless and to give back to the community by advocating for people who were disenfranchised, underserved, and forgotten. As a teenager, I remember viewing Frida Kahlo's artwork and feeling swept up by her feminist expressions. Listening to hip-hop artists like A Tribe Called Quest and the Beastie Boys, and feeling that intensity of their artistic expressions of struggle. This undercurrent of socio-political issues is imperative to the artistic process. I'd forgotten how much those artists touched me and how important it was for me to advocate for those who were suffering by giving them those tools to express. At Marylhurst, I was given this opportunity to blend my 2 passions into this bona fide career and to give a voice to the voiceless. I was also encouraged to go down the rabbit hole of theory and use critical thinking and to begin relying on client artwork to assess, treat, and gather more information. I didn't realize at the time that I would begin looking at my own artwork to assess, treat, and gather more information about myself. So self-discovery and skill development kind of went hand in hand. I was given small class sizes with a wonderful group of women who were supportive in every way. Late-night Facebook freakouts on our group page, a phone call after a difficult day, even checking out books for each other from the library when we'd accrued too many fines and our accounts had been locked. That might have just been me. You are all such intelligent, inspiring, and courageous women. I feel grateful to have such strong connections with you. This final year of studying, I was placed at the Portland Veterans Hospital's Women's Veterans Health Clinic, working with women who've endured extreme trauma in the form of combat and sexual assault. Challenging, emotional, and very rewarding work. This year has pulled my awareness to my potential and shone a light on my true nature. I feel like the fire, the passion, and the intensity that I have had for serving the greater good is back in my life. And the best part of all is that it's done in a way that integrates the most rewarding activity that I've personally experienced, which is creating art. Now I get to pass that on to other people who've never even tried it before at times. It's amazing to feel this pure sense of direction and to know that in the future, I'm going to serve those who are stigmatized and disempowered by empowering them through their creations. Thank you so much.